What's happening, party people? I want to welcome you to Network Marketing Adventures, episode 7. Holding the mirror up to nature and allowing nature to reflect back into the mirror as itself. There's something very powerful about stillness. When you are looking at a body of water and it is still, you can see your reflection. And it is only when it is still that you can see your reflection. When the waters are choppy, when the waves are perpetual, you can't see that. And there's something about stillness and taking some time to look inward to get a better sense of who you are, whose you are, and who the people in your life are. Network marketing is a truth-telling business. It's always going to tell you the truth about who you are, whose you are, and who the people in your life are. It's going to expose you in all of your beautiful flaws and glorious struggles and some of your triumphs and many of your trials and tribulations. If you want to understand and get to the root and the source, it comes from really embracing what you see in the mirror, no matter how much you may or may not like what you see. It gives you this opportunity for constant, never-ending improvement, allowing you the space to personal inventory your life, looking at those aspects of yourself and your story that no longer serve you, identifying those beliefs that are extremely limiting, disempowering, discouraging, belittling, and identify those things and then remove them and replace them with something that is more impactful, empowering, positive, and focused on the actual outcome that you want to manifest. And when I got started in this incredible space, I found out some things about myself that I did not like. And I was reminded about some things in terms of my habitual procrastination at the time, lack of organization, horrible administrative skills, because I was coming from a space of having agents and managers and people that were my handlers. So I was just accustomed to showing up and being the talent and performing. I wasn't accustomed to making the calls, doing the promotion and marketing, organizing my groups, having them have the specific how-tos, promoting events, making phone calls. Like, I wasn't accustomed to those aspects of being in this professional business and being an entrepreneur. And I got exposed because I had to look in the mirror and realize what my limitations were. And why was I performing at this rate? Why was I doing these things that were actually sabotaging my progress and my success? But that's the mirror. It holds the mirror up to you. And what happens often is that when I've watched people look in the mirror and they see these things, they want to look away. They can't look at that. They got to look away. Because it's easier to get back on social media and to post something that makes you feel good or makes you look good, to go back to some level of escapism, to watch someone else's life, live vicariously through someone else's success, than it is to deal with the pain and the discomfort of recognizing those parts of yourself that are no longer constructive, that are actually taking up space. Recognizing those parts of yourself where you have to acknowledge, I've been wasting time. I've been playing small. I've been living my life in a fantasy land and I have absolutely nothing to show for it. That mirror is a reflection of your spiritual identity, health, and progress, your intellectual growth or lack thereof, your physical and fitness capacity, energy, your weight and your body. All of these things are coming to the forefront. Your financial situation, your bank account balance, your financial portfolio or lack thereof. All of these things You're forced to look at and then diagnose and do that inventory and identify where you can make improvements, and then going about taking those steps. Many, many, many steps. Because if it took you 15, 20, 25, 30 years to put yourself in a hot mess, it's going to take some time for you to get out of that hot mess. It may not take 25 or 30 years, but it's going to take some years. And it's not this thing that transforms your life overnight, but you can make a decision to transform your life overnight in an instant. You can make that decision right now that I'm going to transform my life. I'm going to wake up as someone new. I'm going to take it on and tackle the day as something greater that I'm pursuing, because I'm committed to a greater outcome. So network marketing forces each and every one of us to look in the mirror and identify self-imposed limitations, low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-image, misinformation, miseducation, a lack of understanding and comprehension of business and entrepreneurialism and how it works. Maybe there were some shortcomings that you may have had in your lifetime around money and how to generate money and how to build a passive residual income. I knew very little about sales and the art of selling. I knew very little about the power of selling and the artistry of it, and how it's the highest paid profession in the world in tandem with leadership. Those are the two things that will pay you more than anything else on planet Earth: leadership and sales. So me embracing those things, as uncomfortable as it was a tremendous part of my growth journey. And if you have a fixed mindset, meaning somewhere in your value system, you believe in your heart, this is all that there is for me. It's not going to get much better than this. This is the way life is. This is how life works. I do this, I do this, I do this, and I get a paycheck, and that's it. But if you, and that's sad. If you have a growth mindset, you can look at how you've been doing certain things and say, you know what, I've been doing certain things a certain way, but there may be a better way. And let me allow myself to be open to a better way so that I can begin to take better and bigger steps towards something greater, a greater outcome, by identifying the possibilities for my life as opposed to staying in my box. And then you know what happens when you're looking in that mirror? You start to really study the reflection, and you recognize I can make better choices in terms of who I am strategically partnering with and the people I'm allowing in my energetic space. I need to be better about identifying people who have a positive, uplifting spirit, who have big goals and dreams and aspirations, who want more out of life, who are going to rub off on me and challenge me to elevate my game. I need to do better in terms of what I'm putting into my body, my health and physical fitness regimen, my exercising and working out. I need to do better in terms of my finances and what I'm doing with what I have. I need to be a better steward with what I have so that I can have the capacity to earn more, grow more, and be more financially. All of these things, spiritually, intellectually growing, reading, studying, learning every day, constant, never-ending improvement, daily personal development, all of these things become a significant part of your foundation, your daily rituals, your routines that enable you to stand firmly on this new foundation of growth and possibility for your life, which then becomes manifest because you're becoming these things and you're doing the work mentally on yourself every day, physically going out there and taking the activities, income producing activities, growth producing activities, and you're putting all this to work. And that is the beauty of the mirror that network marketing challenges each and every one of us to look into each and every day. Understanding that there's no resting place, life is lived on an incline. You're either going up or you're going down. The only resting place, ladies and gentlemen, is in the graveyard. So if you're not growing, then you're actually rotting, and you want to be in a growth mode. And when you get in this industry and you start to participate, so many doors begin to open up to you in terms of greater possibilities for your life. And you can change the entire landscape of your lifestyle, financially, spiritually, intellectually, physically and health-wise, greater relationships, flying with eagles and not hanging around pigeons. It's a beautiful space, but it takes a commitment to look in the mirror, take honest inventory and be willing to work on yourself to get better. Having the growth mindset and not the fixed mindset. This has been episode 7, Adventures, Network Marketing Adventures. If you are getting value from this message, please hit subscribe. Please share this video if you feel like it can add some value to someone else's life as well. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Have an awesome and amazing day. Peace.